One time I went and got a haircut and I always kicked it with my uncle, like, tough. We go to the beach, roll down the beach, just me and him. I even asked my other cousin, Josh, if he ever did that with my uncle. He says, no. Like, on Saturday, we'd go and wash his car, and my uncle was fucked up. Like, his fucking pancreas was fucked up. Anyway, so, when I went over there, straight sober, I got a haircut, I went over there to his house. So Charlie was there. Man, what the fuck he's talking about? He smokes crack, he drinks beer, and I don't even know why you're gonna do both of those, because they're kind of like offset each other. And he had a Heineken, like a 22-ounce bottle. And he raised it up like he was gonna hit me. Shit. Reflex is fast, reflex is quick like a fucking cat. Man, I snatched it out of his hand. When I snatched it out of his hand, he tried to, he hit me. He didn't hit me, he grabbed me and shit. So, man, next thing you know, he's on the ground on his back. Got one leg, and right here, choking the shit out of him. Kind of like that, I'm choking him with my right hand. Man, he hit me in the fucking face, man. Keep in mind, I did not want to fuck him up. He hit me in the fucking face. So when he did that, shit, I popped him in the face a few times. He started bleeding and shit. He fucks dope fiends and shit. So I was like, man, I don't want to keep on hitting him with his face bloody. Because my shit is bony, so it's gonna cut. It's gonna cut the skin quick. Yeah, so he started bleeding. So I stopped punching him in the face. And I let him go. When I let him go, he grabbed the pipe. He went in the garage and grabbed the pipe wrench and shit. What the fuck? He was gonna hit me with a pipe wrench. I had a blade, so I popped my blade out. So shit, you didn't want no part of that blade. Motherfucking lane split it all the way to the front. He went over there and started busting the windows out of my car. Man, what the fuck? I just seen that car, that raggedy ass piece of shit earlier. He got all those, at least scrub those stickers off or something, man. He went over there and started busting my window and shit. What the fuck? What could I do? I had a knife, you know. So I went over there and put all 4 of his tires on flat. And he tried to come up to me, but I wasn't playing with him. I was just diced that boy up like a celery. So man, little did I know, I drove to my grandma's crib. My aunt was there. Man, I'll fucking live it. Let's fucking live it, right? This is what happened. I told her everything. So she's gonna go over there and get on Charlie's ass. So, I'm at 6532, folks. We got, we did 8 hours and, 3 hours and 19 minutes. And we have, 2 tips processing. One is almost $10, and the other one is $8. Yeah, so that's 83 bucks. Yeah, so this was, he's a drunk, so he probably doesn't even remember everything clearly. And I remember his birthday was 4/20 because it was that day. And he went by the house. He was blowing the horn. Trying to get me to come outside. I'm like, my room was way in the back, like way in the back. So my grandma comes she comes and gets me. Hey, Charlie. My grandma knows I don't like his ass. Charlie's out there blowing the horn for you. Because I guess she went to see what was going on. And so by the time I went out there, Charlie was already gone. And my neighbor across the street was pissed. He's like, hey, who's that motherfucker right there? I'm like, because I ain't cool with Charlie. I said, that's my uncle's homeboy, Charlie. He said, man, and these dudes are big, man. Like fucking big husky motherfuckers, right? He says, yeah, man, well, I told him, hey, man, stop blowing that horn. He stuck me the finger and talked shit and burned off. Wrong thing to do, man. Wrong thing to fucking do, man. Right? So, that dude's brother-in-law saw him chilling in front of his crib. Man, he went over there. I don't know if he two-pieced him or one-pieced him. And he said when he hit him, he hit the fence and slid all the way down that bitch. With his face. He said, my boy John. Man, John was cool than a motherfucker, man. Still cool. He did, I don't know how many in the fans. Like, close to 10. Because he calls me. It's already after I got out. He calls me and says, hey, Chris. Man, what you doing next time? I said, man, nothing, dog. No. He's like, you think I'll come over there? So you come over here if you want. Like, you can't stay in the crib, but I ain't going to tell him all that. So you come over here if you want. Some shit had went down. That John, man. Cause he'll get fucked up. He'll get way fucked up, right? Cause they drink a lot of beer and do the soda and shit. And one time, me and my cousin, he asked me, I guess something was wrong with his car. He was too fucked up. Man. I drove him to his homeboy's house and, man, they're fucking hitting the slopes. I said, me and my cousin don't do that shit. But we were there, he's like, I didn't want to leave him there. He's telling me, go ahead, leave. I said, man, I want to leave it all. Just let me know when you're ready to leave. He said, oh, you can go to sleep right there in the living room. The sun's already out and shit. Me and Josh went ahead and crashed out in the living room. No, I'm taking that. 1151 for 8.8 miles. RT. Yeah, and it always stuck in John's mind that I wouldn't leave him. He always would tell me, he said, man, that time he was over there, I forgot his homeboy's name. He said, man, I'll never forget that Chris. I said, shit, man, we come together, we leave together. That's how I always think. We come together, we leave together. You know, that's how we watch each other's back, you know. I told him, right? I don't know what motherfuckers think, man. He told me, you don't transition to something you don't know about in the streets, you know. Maybe you learned a little about it, then you transition to it. But not if you don't know about it at all. Yeah, because he started selling the Jingle Ice. Then he told me they got set up, right? And the laws told him, yeah, you come pick up your money. It's like, man, I asked, man, how much was it? That was way over 10, right? I said, man, don't do it, dog. Don't do it, man. Well, my connect. I said, man, Till you connect, that's money gone, dog. That's money gone, fool. He was over there for work. I said, man, tell him that's money gone, man. Because you go over there and go get it, that's when they're going to put that case on you. Sure enough, he tried to go get it. And then I already told him, too. Come on, man, you're supposed to be smarter than this. And there was text messaging, criminal activity and shit. Never, because people would text me, hey, you know where to get some bars? I'm like, man, hey, don't text me that shit, man. If you ever need to ask me something, ask me on the phone. Of course I didn't. But I just told him, man, don't be texting me. Many people, I told them that. Man, don't be texting me no illegal activity shit, man, because that shit stays in the fucking paper trail forever. So John had to go sit it down. Man, that dude's cool as fuck though, man. We got, that's the one we got arrested on New Year's Eve together, man. I told him, I said, hey John, if I'm ever fucked up and I disrespect you, dog, I said, I don't mean to, but if I do, please let me make it. Cause I don't want to have to shoot his ass. They're usually ready, so turn the car on. It's cold in here already. You know, this is the thing, right? When you're in the streets, when you run in the streets, you know more than most, right? I'm just telling you, because you got to see the shit coming. And that's what I told John, you know. Anyway, I told him, he said, oh, Chris, I won't never fuck with you, man. I'm like, shit, thank goodness, because the time me and my cousin was out there blowing big and shit, and then he comes walking down the street, man, let me hit that blunt, Chris. Of course I gave it to him, like, what the fuck? Yeah, man, I just had to choke slam me a motherfucker. I said, what? I said, yeah, man. Dude was talking shit about my connect, and I'd already told him, hey, man, stop talking shit about my connect. He kept on, man. He said, I had to choke slam, but I let him down softly. Like, so he was still crunk. Not only that, I had a homeboy at the time named Richard, and he remember my homeboy John was all fucked up. Richard's like 6'3", 330 and shit. He's bigger than John. And fucking he comes over there because we're blowing and shit, blowing in the driveway. He comes over there and says, "Yeah, man, you want to be a law, right?" It's like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, Richard started catching bitch. I don't blame him. You want to be a law, right? I said, oh shit, I had to get in between them. He said, come on, man. He said he wanted to be a probation officer. So that's a law to a street dude. That's a law. I had to get in between. Like, hey, chill out, man. You're just trying to help the kids out, man. You want to be a children's probation officer. Try to get them set their life straight. You know, I try to play bargain for homeboy, man. Like, they robbed me in front of my house one time. Put the gun to my dome and shit. Dude named Steve. It wasn't Steve, it's the person who robbed with him. He told me what he wanted, and then when I came out there, I should have been on top of it, man. My mind was elsewhere. Right? My cousin was there. My mind was elsewhere. And, I should have known it. Man. One of the few times I got caught slipping like a motherfucker. I could have prevented someone from getting killed by doing some preemptive shit. Right here. Get a little shortcut. And so I called him and told him after they robbed me, man. I called him and told him, I was like, oh, I'm not asking for his help or nothing. I just want to let him know. He said, man, Chris, I can't do nothing. I got a family and no. I said, man, I ain't asking you for nothing, homie. I'm just letting you know what happened. But I told him, because I had rifles still. I told him, say, hey, man, because I wanted some payback. I caught homeboy coming out of his driveway. I seen the car that got me leaving out the neighborhood, so I followed him. I called my cousin. He wrote down the address and shit. Streets, it's payback. You put the pistol on somebody, motherfucker put the pistol in my head. I felt the metal clang on my shit. Now I grabbed it. My automatic reflex was to grab it. I grabbed that hole because I didn't want him to shoot me in the dome. Then he took my Harley and shit. They had no license plate on there. I remember where the car lives. It was a Roadmaster. Buick Roadmaster. A dark blue Buick Roadmaster. I saw the dude leaving out the neighborhood, so I followed him. I called my cousin to give him the address and shit. So I'll roll back over there. Cause I'm in my grandma's car. I'll roll back over there. I went to HEB for my grandma, and I dropped my sister off at work. Or the opposite order. I dropped my sister off at work, then I went to go to HEB for my grandma. So I said, I'm gonna go by there, but I had my banger on me. When I rolled around there, I can still see it now. He's smiling, walking down the driveway. Man, the instincts just kicked in. Like, man, I jumped out the car so fast. I was talking on the phone with my cousin. I just threw the phone. I didn't even put the car in park. I jumped out the car so fast. You know, this was like the early 2000s. This is probably like what, 2002 maybe? No, it was 2001. Like the fucking the week before they had the Super Bowl where Timberlake pulled that Janet Jackson's titty out. Yeah, so my other homeboy, Jacob, he came by the crib, somebody's car, I don't know what the fucking car he had. I told him what happened. So we already went by over there. We didn't see nothing. We didn't make nothing shake. So with him, we went by there and we didn't see nothing. We didn't make nothing shake. So this particular day, that was on the weekend. That was on Saturday. Monday goes around. That's when I see him. And I jump out the car so fast. He goes and gets in the car. That's parked right there on the street. And I moved so fast, man, and there was a girl driving. And I stuck my arm in the window. No, this is 20 plus years ago, so I can't do nothing. So I stuck my arm in the window. I was just, it's just like you run in the streets, you can't get took like that because you're an easy target, man. If you accept it, you're an easy target, they're gonna do it again. You gotta stand up for yourself. And I hate to say, standing up for yourself means doing something crazy. So I had to bang her out, and I had it coming through the car, and that bitch started screaming and shit. And I was like, he started putting his hands up like this, and those hydrosacs going through all that shit. Why are you braking so hard, man? I'll show you where he lives. And I looked in the back. She was screaming right in my fucking ear. I looked. Man, there's 3 kids, like 1, 2, and 3 in the back seat. I was like, oh man, my heart wouldn't let me do it. My heart wouldn't let me do it. I said, man, get out the car, because if he would have got the car, I was fixing to do it. Like, I'll show you where he lives. Like, I said, I already know where he lives. He made me do it. I don't want to hear that bullshit. That's not a Hellcat, man. He got the Hellcat badge. I didn't hear no. You hear that? It's a wide body, but it's not a Hellcat. See if we're hearing. So I never seen that dude again. He got You got goats, man. But he's stupid because I know where his chick lives. You know, like I know where he lives. I know where his chick lives. But later on, right? Later on, probably how long? See, that ain't no Hellcat. You hear it? Then supercharger. Time when I was riding with John, I had the gun on me, and because John said, "Man, you don't need a bulletproof vest with me, Chris. You don't need no gun with me, man." What did he say he was? He said he was something like. But I went over there and showed the people who were working on the car out there. I said, "Hey, man, let me out the car, man." He says, "Nah." I said, "Man, let me out the car, fool." He says, "Nah, man." I said, "Man, just let me out the car. You ain't got to pick me back up. I'll find my own way back to the house." So I was supposed to light him up. I don't give a fuck who it was. I was supposed to get him. But he didn't want to let me out the car. You know, like, I wasn't supposed to jump out the car when it's rolling. Stand up, man. When you run the streets, you gotta stand up for your shit, man. If not, you're gonna get bent over. The fourth house on the left. Just judging by the numbers. Let's see. 1, 2. No, it's on the side. It's on the right. 6, 12. Start a new clip, y'all.